During the First World War, many different fighting techniques were used, such as traditional fighting on the land, in the water, and in the air. Aircraft technology had been around for at least 10 years before the murder of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. At the start of the war, aircraft warfare was looked down upon, initially being dubbed of little use to the armed services. However, aircraft warfare boomed as the war dragged on. Aircraft such as fighters, bombers, and dirigibles were utilized during the war. Planes today are extremely different than those used to fight in the war, considering the fact that aircraft technology was only beginning. Fighter planes during World War I were generally biplanes powered by petroleum. They could reach about only 100 miles per hour and were armed with a machine gun. This machine gun had an interpreter, which kept bullets from hitting the plane's propellers, preventing it from crashing. The planes were usually made with a wooden frame, and the wing structure was glued, yes glued, together so a plane could break if it began to do violent maneuvers. Machine guns weren't very accurate or effective, but they were widely used. There were about 70 different types of fighter planes.
Dirigibles, better known as airships, were a different type of airship that was ever known before World War I. These lighter-than-air aircraft were propelled through the air with propellers. The gas used to lift up the aircraft was hydrogen, which was a concern because it was highly flammable. Another gas used for these aircrafts was helium. This was non-flammable, that was rarely used anywhere besides the United States. World War I is when the airship officially became a weapon of war. Albert Cacat designed an observation balloon for the French Army in 1914, which was used by all the Allied forces, including the United States. These ships were essential to scope out large areas of land, but were eventually replaced by airplanes.
Aircraft has changed quite a bit in the last century, being modified, improved, etc. However, aircraft warfare was extremely important in World War I at the dawn of the 20th century, and the beginning of aircraft technology. Both sides used many different types of aircraft, like those listed. There were many other types of planes. They were used on both of the opposing sides. Aircrafts were a huge contributing factor in changing the way wars were fought and made a huge difference in World War I.